Okay, good evening. So the Wednesday, the 20, Wednesday, the 14th of uh, December 2022. Um, well, we're almost there at the end of the year now, and I'm at a loss, as to like the events of the last 12 months. I mean, it just, well, I say events, not personally, I mean, the economy, and other issues all around the world, which affects the economy right now. Yeah. So this video, okay, the topic for this video. I done my Security Industries Association exam today. So, uh, well, now it's going to go to the examiner, the examining board, and I don't think anything will done this end of the year because it's Christmas now, and so it will be sometime next year, early next year, that we'll get the result. And once we get the result, right, yeah, either you pass or you don't pass, fail, you might have to take the test again, yeah. But that will take time because if they arrange it, somebody has to come from the company. They're not locally based, so we know how these things work right now. Yeah, if they're gonna come one person, so they have to come as part of the whole thing right now. But like anything for free, well, supposedly for free. That's how it's long-winded. All this could have been done in a short space of time. It could have been done months ago. It's just lack of finance, because it's a situation where you know credit, it's difficult if you're not working to get credit. Normally, people pay by these credit cards, well, learning, education, development loan, that sort of thing. Right there. Because that's how the system works. You see, there's no describing it. So it's a learning curve. It's something that you learn. So next time you prepare yourself, yeah, always have a backup plan and never. If you qualify in one occupation, that job is not guaranteed for life. Nothing is guaranteed for. No job is guaranteed for life now. So we have to really think logically. Okay, no, hold on. What it is that I need to prepare myself. Yeah, job wise, that is, yeah. So, and in between, I've done my construction course, CS card, passed, thankfully. But I had to reschedule the test for February, first week of February 2023, because I was doing the SI course, yeah. Because the CS company that was doing it, yeah, the training part, yeah, they took their lordly time, because these things are done like, oh yeah, here we are. But of course, in between the SI course came into, I had to start the SI course because I booked it on Facebook. Uh, because so really you can't do too many things like this way, that way. Because tomorrow I'm expecting the CSCS card book, the CITB, I think, see, that's the recommended book. I downloaded the app from Play Store as well. Yeah, so it cost me £12 for the books and £7 or £6.99, I think. Yeah, £6.99 for the app download. So that's £19. Penny less. So basically, the app, it's a small format, right? So you're trying to, because once you have too many things going for the same time, you one thing to the next, you can't really focus on one thing. Like when you go to college, you're doing something right now. You don't have to worry about you pay your bill, the rent, because it's family and all that. So suddenly you have to juggle all these things right now, yeah, and you lose concentration right now, yeah, or somehow you can't get a mind on one direction right now, yeah. So one would know oneself very well right now how one rolls, how do you learn things now, yeah, if you worry so much about other things, which I try not to worry, but but it worry just creeps in because the way things are now, unless you're concerned about yourself, you sleepwalking to unemployment in perpetuity, yeah, meaning endless unemployment. So you have to do something to come out of this miserable situation that we all find ourselves in. A lot of people are out of work or underemployed or whatnot. You see the displacement by COVID, and its effect has a knock-on effect on everything, yeah. And now, of course, the almost a year now, 10 months, the war in Ukraine. So all these things, it's just like is it's just like collective economic, uh, abstention, if you like, or there are other words for it, non-activity. If you force your economy to not to trade, then you won't trade, and that means there'll be no goods and services produced, for export, yeah. And so if you export, then you can have foreign reserve, and reserve means you can import. You know. I think that's how it works. I'm not an economist, but it's common sense, yeah. Because you have to pay for your import right now, yeah. And so, so see, all this confusion, yeah, it's like you train your cat to behave certain way, but then you tickle in the tail, right? It doesn't understand. You didn't train your cat to tickle. As you can see, there's, you know, animal psychology, like, yeah. So it doesn't understand. In the beginning, you taught them not to tickle his tail, but then you tickle it, and why are you doing this to me? Yeah. So that's how the economy is like, yeah. If you train the economy to produce, and suddenly like, oh yeah, So these things right now, and people like us right now, yeah, yeah. Like, what do I have to say in this the decision of the great and the good, in society? Nothing, yeah. They do their job, and that's it. That's you just follow the leaders, yeah, or follow the leaders, as they say right now. Yeah? So that's the nature of our system of government, if you like, right now. So I might appear, a bit lackluster, yeah, in my pronouncement, yeah. But there's a reason for all this, right? Yeah. You want to get all professional mode, yeah. But then you need a source of income, because if you're going to buy a bus ticket, yeah, you got money, yeah. Anybody can become a vlogger, YouTuber, that's the way of the world. So I realized it's okay. I have got to I have to really focus on the job aspect. Yeah. So that's one approach. Yeah. So I'm doing the park run is the Saturday. Was it last Saturday and next Saturday? And I rejoined the gym. In fact, on Tuesday this week right now. Oh, it was on Monday I joined right now. Yeah. And yeah, on Monday I joined, but I joined late in the evening. And then on Tuesday I went for a very good session right now. Yeah. But because I'm feeling the pain today right now. But tomorrow it's going to be cardiovascular. Yeah. Sprint more specifically on the treadmill. Saturday I'm going to have to see result now. They all connect together. Your productivity, where you on a bicycle, and I a bicycle, and so it's the hamstring right now. Yeah. So my BFR training is going great. I feel it now. I really feel it. In space of 2 weeks now. Yeah, almost 2 weeks. Well, it will be this Sunday till 2 weeks. And then I had my Saga BFR straps. Yeah. Because it started almost 5 months ago now. The ad on the internet somewhere. So that I said, oh yeah, what's that? Yeah. Then I read about it. I bought one of them straps from online. But then, of course, as soon as you use them, you feel like the following day, oh my God, your pain stays with you for days. And I said, well, why this pain doesn't go away? Yeah. That's because you overdone it, yeah. Way over the top right now, yeah. So then I got myself a occultation cup. It's a company called collision cuffs. But then, of course, they are a manual system right now, yeah, pump, right, a pump, yeah. So that really, it's a great system, if you learn how to use the equipment. But I really, I'm really on a, sort of, I have to really perform. And come next year, I have to really, go for this. Yeah. Tomorrow morning, I put the alarm on already, 5 o'clock right now. Yeah, I'm going to be at the gym, 7:30. Wash and brush. Yeah, do your stuff right now. Yeah, bowl of cereal and then off to the gym right now. Yeah. One thing, yeah, I'm not going to spend hours and hours in the gym as I used to before right now. This kind of productivity doesn't do anything. You just go in there, do your specific exercise, you can do a bit of weight, today, but I mean the full session of weights, yeah, like the lot, the strength training right now. I'm going to do it on Friday, but then I go on Saturday. I'm doing park runs, so I've got to be really think for Saturday as well right now. Yeah, I can't really overdo it if there's such an overthing right now. So you might have to sort of so specific equipment I have in mind. Yeah, I'm going to use, and that's it. Yeah, because you don't have too many gaps, between your strength training, then you lose the benefit right now. Yeah. So yeah, so on Saturday after park run, uh, that's it. There's no exercise, and Sunday complete break from everything. And with the BFR Saga BFR straps, yeah, it's only 5 days you do continuously, say Monday to Friday, and 2 days you don't do because you're dealing with, because I feel it like this morning right before I went to the exam right now. Yeah, I felt it in just under 2 weeks right now. Yeah, the arm, the arm, the Saga stuff, the arm right now. Yeah, the cuffs right there. You know, in the first session I had, I felt like 98 mmHg. I think. Yeah. I said, oh yeah, it feels like yeah. Well, I'm talking muscle. I never had muscle before because I was never interested more into philosophy. I remember. So then I realized it's today. I said, look, oh right, yeah, your body's getting used to it, right? The proper right now, yeah. So I increased the MMHG by 2 dots, yeah, twice over. It has presets increase. You don't do unlimited increase. It's really, that's where thing goes wrong. Is so then that kind of increases. You feel like, oh, you're doing it right now. Yeah. So as I progress in my VFR training right now, yeah, I'm going to use. Now I'm using the bands. Yeah. Say 20 kg, 30 kg. Strength. Yeah. But then yeah, when you do repetition now, then you realize, oh my god, it feels, you know, after the first 30 right now, yeah, and then the next 15 is, oh yeah, that is real. He says, no, we're just doing lots of weight, that's counterproductive, yeah, you just use small amount of weight, but repetition. But then when you go to actually your main workout right now, yeah, you feel it like yesterday right now, yeah, oh yeah, I was doing some boxing gym, remember now, you know, so they got new bags as well. I think the last time I was there, so really, yeah, I felt like I was doing boxing right now. Yeah, I said, oh yeah, your BFR training right now. Yeah, when you punch, in the bag right now. Yeah, you feel like the difference. Although I haven't trained in boxing for months and months right now. Yeah. I mean, normally, if I live in a house, which I don't, I live in a flat, I would have get to the back in the garden, and just, you can have this some kind of structure, and just small, make small enclosed environment right now, yeah, and you can just do your boxing there right now, yeah. But of course, you live in a flat, you can't do all these things right now in a flat. So that's the whole idea, yeah, is to go and live in a ground floor property, and for me to do that, yeah, I need a job. Uh, but then I can't give all my time to the company as I used to do before, because the company doesn't give you anything back. They they need you, they need you. They don't need you. Just like, that's how it is. So without going into further details, yeah. Uh, so the thing is, so if you're gonna work, yeah, in security right now, yeah, and because I have to really be in a position to be working so I can rent privately. Because you know, so if you're privately, you can rent a house, a small house, and then you have everything. You can have, yeah, yeah, you can have your boxing bag, everything. You can ask the landlord. The gardener said, yeah, removable stand. You can get them, but you know, next to nothing right now, yeah. And when you don't rent the house anymore, you can take it with you to your next house. So there's just nothing. No, there's no worries. Yeah. You don't have to leave it in the garden. You can bring it back into the house right now. Yeah. So if it's raining outside, there's so many things. So really, don't spend too many time. Because these gyms are public place right now. Yeah? Many people go there. It's also sometimes it's a social get together as well. Not only workout and all that, something to look forward to rather than just only work and work and work. So let's have a glass of water. Yeah. So I was going to be brief this video right now, yeah, but then I'm into on the video sharing site called Rumble. So they're very good, is yeah. Already monetized my video, whereas with YouTube right now, yeah, in order to monetize, it's much different than to I don't know the exact detail right now, yeah, because I try not to look into these things too deeply because you 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 borrowed so much information and stuck it in your brain here, and then you get lost, this way, that way, So you know, sort of okay, yeah. If I want it, I'll look into it. That kind of approach I have to, yeah. But it's done on purpose right now, yeah. Because I've got to really, I can't just block myself of natural, regular feel, disappointment, success. Now, if you block all these things, only work right now, yeah, it doesn't really, in the end, it doesn't feel that it's worth it anymore. So you have to feel something right now, yeah. On that day, on that hour right now, yeah. So I run the exam today, and, yeah, so but these things, right, yeah, you have to really be patient, yeah. Patience is something that one has to, it's a virtue. So one has to really think. If you can't get one straight away, you have to wait until you're in a position. If you're inclined that way, you want everything to be quick, then that has cost, yeah, money wise, yeah. So if you want to learn something, you pay your company, they'll train you. They will come to your house, they'll teach you, yeah. So you can have everything the way you like, yeah. But most people don't do that because they don't have the kind of financial resources to. And even if they did, it might not be the kind of thing they need to group up. So, but anyway, so I, yeah, so CSCS card, SIS security course card right now, yeah. Of course, they have to do their DBS check. But that's no issue right now. I already done my DBS check last year. In fact, but this time last year, or was it November? I think it was. Yeah. No, it was December. I think. Yeah. Because from that in a week or so, I've sent an email from DBS. Yeah, just so that's just the basic one. Yeah. When you do security, they do something more upgraded one, I think, or enhanced one. Yeah. But there's different level of security right now. Yeah. If you're doing a personal protection, then it's just a different kind altogether. Yeah. A high value uh, assignment. I'm not going to that route to see. I'm just going in right now so I can be in part of the system right now, so I can go to state agent and say, look, I'm working, or part of my earnings to this company, and then although the law is supposed to discriminate on the basis of whether you work, in reality, I'm afraid it's very different. Yeah. By the time you take them to task and everything, you don't have the financial resources, to do that right now. And legal aid, it's you don't take it that way. Yeah. So, and by the time you prove your pen, then so what? You lost out. Yeah. So, and discrimination is, your housing, it's just there. Yeah. So, you know, yeah. So I'm just trying to make sure that I don't get all worked out about the rights and wrongs of all this right now. Yeah, because I have certain focus now right now. Yeah, and what are those certain focus? Well, I want to be a vlogger. Yeah, or videographer if you like. But I want to be part of my life. It's something, yeah, because you can go places, do things, be part of places, be human beings, yeah, other human beings, new experiences of life, yeah, everything, and that will take a small drone, this, that, and it's just endless, like, content creators out there. And I mean, some of those videos that you see, like, they have 500,000 views, sorry, 500,000 subscribers, just a regular YouTube channel, like, my God, 500,000. Yeah, that's a lot of subscribers. So there are interests out there, people. Yes, it's astonishing sometimes. My God, it's very, how to sharpen pencil. I'm not saying I've seen any website that kind of thing. I'm sure there is, yeah. It's educational. So there's 500,000. I never said, I just made that up right now. I don't want to go into this thing right now. Let me check, because it's unnecessary inquiries and it's just not, you know, So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. But the proof is in the pudding. Yeah. Saturday, yeah, I will see the difference. Because tomorrow, first thing I'm going to go there right now, stretch. Yeah, exercise. Yeah, and then just go to the gym as I always do. Right, just a little bit right now. Yeah, and then start the treadmill workout. Yeah, and in the beginning I will do sort of the three segments right now. Yeah, instead of just say, oh, do it in one go right now. But that will come right now, yeah. And then stop for a momentarily and then do some boxing, yeah. So, but then the whole idea is quickness now. Because now that I have the technique I need, the training, the hamstring, yeah, and I felt it yesterday. Oh, yeah. My leg was going really fast, without me losing breath because the leg is doing the work, you see. Yeah. So that has I been training from the very beginning with Saga, yeah, Saga BFR strap. Then things have been very different now. But then it's a learning thing, That's how you learn these things right now. So yeah, it all started about 3 years ago, yeah, with one of them exoskeleton strap for your knee, yeah. I've online, I've done some YouTube ad, yeah, and I bought it for £7 online. And in the beginning, like, oh yeah, yeah, because I've been training marathons for more than 4 years now, right? And it's always the leg, isn't it? You do 10 miles, 15 miles, 40 miles. So I wish I had a bit of support here and all that. Yeah. So really, fitness, yeah, it's not only one thing. It's diet, nutrition, sleep, stress reduction, uh, environment you train in, the wind, the uneven surface, the other variables, right? Distraction, that takes your attention away, yeah. So a lot of things, right? Yeah. So I, I factor in that I have to really, make sure that by end of December, so today's 14th, 17 days is here right now. So maybe 2 days, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Day, nothing will happen. You stay indoors and have a good meal and relax and watch Netflix. Yeah. Not that I watch Netflix that much right now, but I am a subscriber. Yeah. So I finally managed to control my digital engagement. Digital engagement, right? Okay. So was before it was curiosity, and there was nobody else to stop me or ask me to do something else. So I live by myself, and so not that one needs somebody to do, but how these things like But I've managed to control all that now, you know, in a very positive way. You do something, you do something right now. The next thing, that's all. You can't be on a smartphone continuously or a laptop, you know, yeah, because unless there's a reason, you know, yeah, and you do your daily thing. So all this came, the development is started, you know, with not with the exoskeleton right now, yeah, you know, I think, or some was things to this effect right now. I've seen them on channels like this. So I said, oh, I wish I had this for my training. But it all started, you know, with the high altitude training about 12 years ago now. Well, it's more than 12 years now. I bought one of the masks, you know, yeah, it's over there, you know. I made another recording video, you know, and it's on YouTube. And I saw somebody in the gym, you know, yeah. I asked, you know, straight away, I went to this person, I said, excuse me, just do apologize for interruption and all that. You can be polite to people because people do their exercise. And then last thing you want somebody, oh, what are you wearing and all that, you know, it's a bit rude, isn't it? Yeah, and it's just also tactless as well, right now, yeah. I mean, you know, so I said, I saw him resting. Then I went very slowly to him and I introduced myself and asked him, is it, I wasn't sure what it was, you know, yeah. So this mask, is it for some kind of aiding your performance or exercise here, you know, yeah. You know, I'm not a silly question. Is that for performance or theatrics? You know, what are you hiding? You know, yeah, I didn't go that route. You know, that's deliberately trying to, you know, take the mick out of somebody, like, you know, yeah. Or depending on the context, how you like. It's all, you know, it might not be that as at all right now, but sometimes it's misunderstood right now. Yeah. Why do you have to? Because somebody comes to the training, yeah, and they're not interested in anybody, like just the exercise and they go right now. Yeah. And I've taken equipment in the gym, and people just keep like just equipment. Like I bought one of them skipping digital skipping rope right now, yeah. You press it and it counts now, and people just stare at it. What is to stare at people? You just look at something. Oh yeah, yeah. If you're in the kitchen, you know, you're a chef. You know, oh, they're cooking. You know, yeah, oh yeah, but not to look. Ooh, what they cooking? You know, continuously right now. Yeah. So it's just part of the territory. Like, oh yeah, that's fantastic. That's great innovation. But that's my outlook on things right now. Yeah. You know, so if I see somebody driving a Ferrari, yeah, Ferrari nice, you know, yeah. But a glance at that's all I need to do. I don't, not even a glance, just yeah. I'm not going to go and stare at it like. Uh, and some people, you know, so really, you know, because it's public space, so you have to really, you know, put out with a lot of things, you know, yeah. So, but that takes your focus away from what you're there, the reason you're there for, you know, yeah, it's to do the exercise, right? Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now, right now. Yeah, so we have to wait for until the next year to get the test result from the site course, like the examining board, you know, and then I have to open an account with the SIA and then upload the documents and everything else, and you know that's just the process of things, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, so I'll stop recording this video and. I'll use my phone control. You know, there's a control there. Instead of me just pressing the button like that on the phone itself. Here we are. Okay, so camera remote, and let's stop.